Hey everyone! Today and for the rest of the week, we are going to be focusing on solving word problems and using different strategies to solve them. So just like we would start every day in math class with a word problem for daily problem solving, that's what we're going to do right now. So I'm going to get started and remind you of all of the steps that we take to solve a word problem. So if you'll remember, our very first step is to read the problem all the way through. Let's get started. Sally went to the mall to buy new clothes. She bought 6 shirts that cost $8 each. She also bought a dress that cost $19. How much money did Sally spend at the mall? Perfect. So now I've read the problem all the way through. My next step is to read the question sentence by sentence to pull out that important information. So, Sally went to the mall to buy new clothes. I don't think there's really anything important in that sentence that I'll need to pull out. She bought 6 shirts that cost $8 each. So I know when I see a number, that's important. So I have 6 shirts, and they are $8 each. So remember, each is one of our keywords, and we just went over that keywords anchor chart. So I have 6 shirts that are $8, and I have this word each, which I know either means to multiply or divide, so we'll have to go back and figure that out. Our next sentence says she also bought a dress that cost $19. So I have a dress that cost $19. So one dress for $19. And then the question is asking, how much money did she spend at the mall? So that sounds like they're looking for a total, the total amount of money that she spent at the mall when she was buying clothes. So now that I've pulled out all of my information, it's time to solve the problem. So my first section of important information says 6 shirts for $8 each. So I know that each is either going to mean to multiply or divide. So I'm going to draw a picture to help me figure it out. So I know that I have 6 shirts. I'm going to draw them as squares. So I have 6 shirts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they are $8 each. So this one is 8, 8. So they are each $8, just as the problem said. So to me, this looks like I have 6 groups of 8. And I know that groups of means to multiply. So I have 6 groups of 8. Now I know we know our 6's, so let's sing and figure out what 6 times 8 is. We got 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48. So I know that 6 times 8 equals 48. And I also know that these were 6 shirts for $8 each, so I know that this is $48. Our next step is to add in the dress. So she also bought a dress for $19. So I have 6 shirts for $48, and I have 1 dress for $19. Now I know the question is asking me how much money did she spend at the mall. So I'm looking for that total. So my final step is going to be to add these two numbers together. So I know that I need to start with my ones place, which means I'm adding up 8 and 9. So 8 plus 9 equals 17. So I'll put my 7 down here, and remember to carry your 1. Please don't forget that very important step. And now I'll add up my tens column. So I have 1 plus 4, which equals 5, plus 1 equals 6, giving us a total of $67. So I know that Sally spent $67 at the mall. So I hope that reminds you kind of how to solve a word problem and how to look for those key words and pull out the important information. So we're going to spend the rest of today practicing and you're going to solve them on your own. Let's get started.